Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of the Fight Gods podcast. It's your boy Nick Diddy here with my cousin Will, and we're here to talk that combat sports talk, dropping everything that's going down this past weekend. And how you doing out there tonight, Will?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I can't wait to show you this video um, that was filmed in our hometown, bro. It is ridiculous.
Oh,
It
you're
is.
already on that.
It's not even MMA related, but I just can't believe you haven't seen it yet, bro. This dude that I went to school with, cool guy named DJ. He recorded this shit. But bro, we got to start off. We got to start off with a bang, bro. We got to do it, man.
Let's
You're
do
gonna
it.
love this. This is
Let's go.
recorded in Southampton, New York at the what was it called? The Stop and Shop? Is that what's called, Nico?
Stop and shop,
The
AMP.
Stop and Shop.
I don't give a
Yeah.
damn, man. It's one of them things.
Hey, this shit is classic, bro. We may just start the show with this every single week from now on, Nico. You ready? Check this shit out.
I'm going down the lane. What are you, a fucking idiot? Is that the way you fucking talk to people, you fucking moron? I'm going in the right direction. Just slam this through. Hey, dickface, I'm turning left. Don't tell me dickface, you asshole. Fuck you, asshole. Just fucking get in your car before I lay you out. Go! Go, 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 yeah. Come on over, pal. You want it? Come get it, fuckface. I'm here, you jerk. Suck my dick, asshole. Oh, I wish I could. Yeah, you fucking faggot. Come on, move it. Let's go! Don't you holler at me, you schmuck. Who the fuck do you think you are? Don't fucking come near me, pal. I'm near you. Don't come. I'm near you. I'm right near you. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want it? Go ahead. I'm gonna give it to you. Go ahead. You're going to get it, pal. Come on.
Tough guy.
Nick, you muted yourself, man, so I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
Oh
I
my
think you
God.
muted yourself. Bro, that shit is too much, man. I've watched
Oh,
that like
yeah.
5 times. I laugh every fucking time, bro.
That's off
Look,
the charts right there.
the one dude, he's like, you don't talk to me like that, you schmuck. I was like, I'm
Nah,
never
man.
schmucking like
Come get it. He ran
Yeah.
up on you, boy. What you talking
Yeah.
about? He all in your area.
Bro, seriously?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna lay you out.
He called your bluff, bitch.
Bro,
What you talking about?
seriously, like, okay. This
How you
dude-
talk to people, you fucking idiot. Dick bitch. Yo, that's hilarious.
Like the thing
That's
about it, Nico. Now let me ask you this, right? This dude calls you out. You get out of your car. You walk up, and he's sitting in his car with a stun gun. What would you do?
If he was sitting in his car with his stun gun
Yeah.
with the window open,
Yes.
rocking that nigga in his face. What you
Yes.
talking about?
I told Melody, I was like, I'd blast that dude right in his face. What's he gonna do with a stun
Elbow
gun?
deep in his shit. What is he talking about? I'll be elbow deep in that boy's face.
For real, I was like, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing about that, bro. I'm gonna play it one more time. That's a minute. That's a minute well spent, bro. And then we'll get into some stuff, man. But hey, don't mute yourself. So if you want to talk, you can talk, man. Let's see. It,
I'm
man.
not mute.
Going down the lane. What are you, a fucking idiot? Is that the way you fucking talk to people, you fucking moron?
Yo.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
He already got the taser out off rip. I just seen him pull the shit.
Yes, yes.
Hey, dickface, I'm turning left. Don't tell me dickface, you asshole. Just
Feel
fucking
real
get in your car
ballsy with
before I
that
lay you
fucking
out.
taser in his hand.
Yeah,
Go!
Come on over, pal. You want it? Come get it, fuckface.
bro, he's got the old school blazer too, doesn't he?
Fuckface. That's fighting words, bro. I'm rocking you with your shit. You don't tell me suck your dick.
Yeah. And the other guy said, "I wish I could." Did you hear him? He said, "I wish I could."
No, I didn't.
Yeah, look, I'm
No,
gonna start
he
it over.
didn't.
Watch. Yes,
No,
he
he
did. Watch.
didn't.
Nico, I can't rewind it, but look, I'm gonna start it over. Watch.
Oh,
I'm going down the lane. What are you, a fucking idiot? Is that the way you fucking talk to people, you fucking moron? I'm going in the right direction. You're just slamming through. Hey, dickface, I'm turning left. Don't tell me dickface.
Get ready, Nico, because he's about to say it. Watch.
Just fucking get in your car before I lay you out. Go! Go, let me out. Come on over, pal. You want it? Come get it, fuckface. I'm here, you jerk. Suck my dick, asshole. Oh, I wish I could. Yeah, you fucking faggot. Come on, move it. Let's go! don't you holler at me, you schmuck. Who the fuck do you think you are? Don't fucking come near me, pal. I'm near you. Don't come. I'm near you. I'm right near you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh shit, Nico, does he have a boot on? He's got a boot on his foot. He's messed up already.
Come on.
I just noticed that. This dude's already injured.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my gosh. The
Yep.
thing about it,
That's my hometown. That's my hometown for all of you.
yeah, for real. Born in Southampton Hospital, about 3 miles from that place. Nico, the funniest part to me is that they sound like the Jerky Boys tapes from like the 1990s. Like that's how those guys talk shit to each other. You remember the Jerky Boys?
I don't.
You don't know the Jerky Boys? Oh, Nico, you're killing me, man.
Damn, man, you're coming from my head right now.
You're killing me, bro. They were like these dudes that were around in like the 80s and 90s, and they were the original guys who made prank phone calls and like sold the tapes of them, like the recordings. And that's exactly how they would like talk shit to each other. It would just be like, "Hey, asshole," like, you know what I mean? Just like these guys were, man. So I don't know, but that shit is just too funny to me, bro.
I don't remember them boys.
Those guys, I'll play the Jerky Boys for you sometime. But bro, I put out a thing. Yeah, Saul Goodman in the building, exactly. Your boy,
Joe Bear. Joe Bear's the one who's distracting me right now, actually. So
hey, he knows about Saul Goodman. That's one of the Jerky Boys. He knows, man. Frank Rizzo, that was the guy, man. He's like, Frank Rizzo, open your ears, jackass. That's how the dude would talk, Nico. But bro, so these guys, like I put a post up about it. I said, look, white people as a whole, man, we need to do better talking shit because those dudes sounded absolutely ridiculous. And I stand by those words. Melanie's like, did you put that out? I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, shit.
I wish I could.
Yeah, like,
yeah, you faggot.
He's like, I know you did, you faggot. Like, oh my god.
Yo, don't you know you get canceled for shit like that these days?
Bro, oh my god, the video has been seen so many times. Like DJ just shared it on his page. But look, I'm gonna tell you how many times that shit's been shared and viewed. It's got a ton of fucking views.
Got some traction.
Yeah.
That way to be on the scene, DJ.
Bro, since 10 o'clock on Friday night, it's gotten 15,000 views. That's insane. 400 comments. Oh my god, 515 likes. That shit is unreal, bro.
Do you think, DJ?
Yeah, for real. Those dudes, look, if their bosses see that shit, somebody's getting fired. Somebody's getting fired if they see that video, bro. Unfortunately, that's just the society we live in now, man.
Yeah.
But that shit is just ridiculous to me, man. Pretty cool stuff going on in MMA right now. Close personal friend of Nico's, Julius Angliscus, is getting the title shot in Bellator. Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Do this right, exactly. Yeah. Let's go.
Yep,
Anthony
there it
Rumble
is.
Johnson.
Yep.
No. That's too soon. That's too soon. He didn't pull out. He didn't pull out.
Yeah.
Anthony is sick, so.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he pulled out due to injury. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. We give him his third first, right? You know. Yeah. Little moment of silence for Anthony. All right, now hit that shit. Now hit that shit, baby. Now hit that shit. Put my boy on the screen now. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
I actually have a conspiracy theory, Nico, and I don't want to.
What's your conspiracy?
I don't think the Rumble's sick or hurt, man. I think it's that legal trouble he was having in New Jersey. I think that you remember that like a couple months ago. I think that's the truth about what's going on. Hey, they might say I'm crazy, blah blah blah, but you don't just walk away from something like that and everything's cool. You know what I mean? Especially when you're when you're a public figure like Rumble Johnson. This dude's been in the limelight for like 15 years, bro. Yeah. You know, and especially even more when he was in UFC. He's got like a big reputation in MMA, and I think it's bullshit. Myself, but I can't prove that. Yeah, absolutely, man. Julius really
who could have predicted like such a thing happening to the kid?
Well, actually we did, but
yeah. Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, we kind of predicted that one.
Wild, huh?
Yeah. Man, I wish I could go to Phoenix, bro. I wish I could, man. I would be there in a fucking heartbeat, man.
I'm out.
I can't do it. Nico will be there. Nico will be reporting on the scene.
Yo, you think we can? Yo, we gotta figure out if we could get some media day passes.
I can get you some, man.
You
I
think
guarantee. So? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's get.
I guarantee you, I can hook you up. Yeah, just we'll talk about it when we get off the air. But yeah, I've done the media scrums and all that shit. Like that day that I got on there and I was talking to Bader and Phil Davis, a bunch of those guys from Bellator and PFL. UFC's a little bit harder, but they sent me passes too. But I wasn't able to go. Look, maybe like about 4 years ago, Nico. It was the Frankie Edgar versus Chad Mendez fight. It was in Virginia, and like I filled out the thing just on a whim, and they sent me all access passes for everything, man. And I just started a new job, man. I wasn't able to go. I was so fucking hurt about that, man. Damn. That's almost worth quitting your job over.
Yeah, man. Seriously,
especially Frankie Edgar, man. That's the dude right there. But yeah, man. So that's awesome that Julius is not only in the tournament but also fighting for the title. Insane,
fighting
bro.
For the title.
It's complete insanity.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
I've seen this coming.
Everybody's in trouble, bro. Everybody's in trouble now. Yep, but
he fucking around to win this shit. Y'all know we got these videos on deck for that ass too. So
yep. Oh yeah.
Pop y'all over the head with it too.
Yep.
Come on, man.
We hey, look, man. Boy. Back on our first episode, I think we talked about it.
Yeah, man.
One of the first, but yeah, man. So a lot of cool stuff going on in MMA right now. Like I said, nothing cooler than Julius.
He's excited. He's ready to go.
Yep.
Coming, like he sees it. He's manifested it. It's his time right now, man.
Little more on that, Nico. There you go.
Yeah. Look at that. Every time you see me post on my guy, it's just a clock. I just put the clock emoji because it's time right now. These things are happening for a reason.
What I don't want to say this the wrong way, so don't take it the wrong way, Nico. But I kind of hate that he's fighting Nemkov first because I think that he matches up better with Anderson and Bader. I would have rather him fight one of them and fight Nemkov in the finals. Nemkov already knocked off Bader once. He could beat him again. If they were on opposite sides, that would have been a phenomenal finals. Now the best that we could hope for is Bader being in the finals versus Julius or Andrew. I mean, either one of them. But
so here's my take on it.
You'd rather him get rid of the hard first fight?
No, none of that shit. But absolutely. I watched the Phil Davis versus Nemkov fight, and I saw how Phil Davis turned it on in that third round. I know for a fact that they already offered Phil Davis Julius, and he didn't want that fight. So he sees something in Julius. I see the same thing in him. I think that he's very technically sound. His wrestling is up to par. So he's going to stack up nice against Nemkov. As long as he can deal with that output that Nemkov applies in the beginning round, I think Julius is going to be just fine, man.
I think he's going to do well, man.
Like you said, Nemkov is probably the worst matchup for him out of the men available. But if he gets through him, I think it's a wrap, man.
Yeah.
He's winning whoever comes through with Corey Anderson and Bader.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that the reason that Phil Davis would have turned down that fight is that Phil Davis did turn it on in the third round, but Phil Davis does fade, man. He really does. And he's susceptible for big shots like he took last night. He took probably 2 or 3 big shots, bigger shots than he gave out. He just had a bigger output last night. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, the only weakness I've ever seen in Julius was that fight that he lost, and he gassed out after, and he was winning that fight, and he gassed out.
His arm
we haven't seen that happen to him since, and that was like, 11 fights ago or something?
Yeah,
10 fights ago? I mean, that kind of stuff, it's good that it happened to him then. Get that out of the way, man, and learn from it,
You see this happen with the greats, man.
Yeah.
Kamaru Usman, you know, that happened
Yep.
to him. Lost by rear naked one time, never
Oh
again.
yeah. Yep.
GSP armbar one time, never
Yep.
again. You know, and he
Jose
does
Aldo
a
got
lot
his
of
ass kicked in his first fight, and that he's got now. So that's what you meant.
relax, relax, relax. Don't,
He
that's
did lose that
disrespect.
first fight though.
That's
Oh
disrespect.
no,
He did
not his
lose that
first.
first fight, but then it was like a
He
10 year
lost his
tear after
yeah.
that.
He lost his
10 year
eighth
tear
fight.
after
But
that.
look, he lost his eighth fight. But I'm going to tell you something, man. He lost it by rear naked choke. And how many times has he lost by submission since then?
Never again.
Never again. Exactly. It's just a learning experience, man. That's what they say. If you're not winning, you're learning. That no truer words have ever been spoken, bro. That's
And
100% true.
if there's one thing I know about my guy is he don't take losses. He take lessons. He goes back to the drawing board and he fixes all the little things. That's what
Yeah.
Quentin and Mike instill in him, man. You know, if he listens to them, he's gonna be a champion. That's all there is to it. And he listens better than anybody else in this world, man. You tell him what
Yep.
to do and how to do it, he's going to do it.
Yep.
And when they go to that drawing board and they see the holes and them, like, come on, man. I'm on the outside looking in. And I see the holes myself. I can sit here and rack them off. I'll tell you how he circled that right hand. I'll tell you how he bounced out and circled off to his right. I'll tell you how when he slipped the jab, he throw it at the body and he leaned his head to his right. Like, there's these tiny holes. If they can see them and they expose them, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And everybody who's online right now, like, who's this guy? You don't know him. He only got 5,000 followers. Yeah, all that's true, but he about to take all y'all.
Yep.
All y'all gonna hop on the bandwagon after this. Guarantee.
Yep. Like I said, it's just a learning experience. Look, Anderson Silva lost his like 13th and like 19th fight or something like that. His 13th and 17th fight by submission to guys who he should have killed. And guess what? After those two losses, which the one was definitely a fluke. It was you remember that? It was a flying scissor heel hook, which, never happened.
Anderson, right? Anderson.
Yeah. By like Rio Chonin, who's a nobody. But look, after that, he never got submitted again, and he started submitting people like Dan Henderson. Remember Dan Henderson was getting choked out? He was like, he literally had his tongue hanging out of his mouth, bro. That was one of the worst. Shell Sun and all those guys. Anderson started, killing it with jiu-jitsu. But he had to learn, man. He realized then that he can't be screwing around. He's got to go back to the Nogueira brothers, get that get that black belt, which was not a McDojo, by the way. I know some of the damn people. What's that? Yeah, Shell. But yeah. So let's talk about Bellator first. Nico, we'll just talk about the co-main and the main event because the rest of it just wasn't very important. But bro, I didn't know anything about Mark Lemminger, and I know you didn't either. But I said last week, and Nico didn't want to agree with me. If you see two guys getting ready to fight, and one of them's a Gracie, you got to go with the Gracie fighter, man. You got to go with that last name. And Nico's like, nah, I want to see him get knocked out, bro. Neiman Gracie has never knocked anybody out before, and he knocked this kid out last night. I was like, holy shit, man.
What if it's a Gracie versus Magomedov?
I think that's a coin toss, unless it's Khabib. The rest of the Magomedov's cool, they're good, but unless it's Khabib, I think it's a coin flip. But bro, he knocked his ass out with elbows and punches. It was nasty. Neiman Gracie, it was like the fourth knockout for the Gracie family ever. I'm lying about that.
Brutal, man.
I'm lying about that. Bro. Yeah, I'm lying about that. It's not really their fourth knockout, but I know Hoyce had one, and this kid had one. I don't know who else in their families had him. I'm just fucking around, but it's just ridiculous, man. Nico, do you remember Hoyce Gracie's first knockout ever? His only knockout?
No, who was it against?
It was in his last fight. His final fight against Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock? Oh,
yes.
yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, my God. Yes.
He needs Shamrock in the belly. Shamrock hauls over and grabs himself in the nuts. And then Hoyce just starts blasting him in the face. And he says on TV, he's like, he hit me in the nuts.
Yep, I do remember.
That was some funny shit, man. But yeah, so that was like I said, I didn't know much about the other dude. I was just calling it, whatever. And I just happened to be right. I think I really thought he was going to submit him just because that kid is nasty, man. Like I know there's some other Gracies right now that are okay, but this dude he's the truth, man. He's really good. And Yeah, he lost to Rory McDonald when Rory was actually Rory McDonald, and he lost to Jason Jackson, who just basically out wrestled him. But besides that, he's
185.
You're looking at 170.
170.
Yeah, yep. So, I mean, bro, he literally out wrestled Ed Ruth, who's an All-American. If that tells you anything about him, he wrestled him. I'm not talking about jiu-jitsu. He out wrestled him. But anyway, what the fuck, Nico? I watched the fight last night. I did not realize that Phil Davis versus Yoel Romero ended in a split decision. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
I just knew that Phil Davis had won. I think I turned down the volume. But so for starters, Yoel Romero didn't know that it was a 3-round fight. He thought it was a 5-round fight. That's what he said. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
I don't know, say, Papi. I don't know.
And then, like, his handlers, they need to be able to tell this dude, hey, you know, this is a 5-round fight. I mean, a 3-round fight. This is not a 3-rounder. So I don't know what the fuck these refs are doing. Serious, like, we always talk about this. How did one ref have it 29-28 for Romero, and another judge has it 30-26 for Phil Davis? That is way too big of a discrepancy.
Yeah, man.
That is ludicrous. Seriously, that's like 3 points on each side. That's insane, man. You can't do that shit. And then the other judge had it 30-27 for Phil Davis. I thought that he won 30-27. Like I said, I must not have listened to the scorecards because I thought it was 30-27 across the board, or I thought it was 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. But I guess I was wrong about that part. But yeah, so it was exactly what we said it was going to be. It was a kickboxing match, and Phil Davis, a better kickboxer, and he mixed in a takedown like you said he would. Towards the end of the second round, I think it was, right? He took him down. As I was saying earlier, Romero landed more like big shots, but the quality and quantity came from Phil Davis. He was just way busier the whole fight. I don't know, man. I wish Romero would have went there when he was a little bit younger, man, because I think he would have done better in Bellator.
So, yo, is he dead ass? Nah, he fucking right.
No, he's laughing. He's making the laughing emoji. 29-28 Romero. I don't know what that judge was watching. Like I said, I thought it was 30-27. What was the round? I thought there was one round that they could have given to Romero. I wasn't sure about it because it could have been 29-28 Davis. But anyway, it wasn't a very eventful fight. Phil Davis said that he enjoyed playing the heel and that he like kind of liked that idea. So whatever. Phil Davis is just one of those guys. I don't know where they came up with the Mr. Wonderful name, because that makes you think he's got like this big personality, and Phil Davis is just not a character like that. He's just very, very like, vanilla.
Yeah.
Very bland. Yeah. But man, so yeah, that was Bellator. But wow, the UFC event. I only watched the co-main and main event. I said it earlier. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't felt great this weekend. So I watched 4 fights. That's about all I could handle last night. But the co-main event is exactly what we said would happen. We said it right here. We sat here and said that Devin Clark is good, but he does not have the goods to take on Ian Cutelaba. He didn't. He lost 30-26, 29-26, 29-27. Cutelaba's good, man, and he's way too dynamic of a fighter. And Devin Clark, like I said, is good, but he'll never be that top guy. I think that Clark should go up to heavyweight. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man.
Grill, man.
His what? Oh yeah,
grill.
I did see his grill. Yeah,
teeth, bro,
it was rough.
Oh, you had it queued up.
I can't. Oh,
chill. They gonna rip us. That's gruesome.
Yeah, but yeah, we saw his mouth. Yeah, Tim Card said no, he's serious about Romero winning, but he's just fucking around. But yeah, we saw his mouth. That shit was nasty, bro. One of the most disgusting mouth things ever. That and whose mouth was it, Nico? Not teeth, but it was like, whose mouth was it that was bleeding so bad? It had like a hole in his cheek or some shit. Oh no, who split their lip real bad? Was that Struve?
During this card?
No,
Struve, sure.
no. A while back, Struve. Yeah,
Struve.
Struve. Oh, and I know what it is.
Robbie
Alistair
Lawler.
Overeem. Robbie Lawler. Alistair Overeem when he fought Biggie Boy, right?
Yep.
He got his shit all fucked up, man.
Yep.
But Jesus. Yeah, Lawler's lip, exactly. But yeah, Jesus, man. This dude's teeth.
Lawler's lip, yo. And he tried to talk shit afterwards too because he had one.
Yeah, for real, man.
Oh my God, bro. You were just like, Robbie, please stop talking, man.
Yep. Blood splatting.
Yeah, brutal.
That was, man. You know, I'm excited about his fight, by the way. The Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler fight. I'm getting more excited. And yeah, I know it might be ridiculous, and it might even end up like the Roy Jones and Mike Tyson fight where it was like not that great of a fight or whatever. But I don't know, man. I guess for nostalgic reasons, I don't know.
You motherfucker.
Look at that shit, man. That's rough, bro.
Joe Rogan. Look at Joe Rogan right in his face, too. Look at him square in the eyes.
Yeah, look at him in the eyes. He's like, don't look down. Don't look down.
Joe Rogan, all in his eyes, man.
Yeah, man. Joe Rogan doesn't fuck around, bro. But look, I'm telling you, man, the worst one I think was Overeem. Because that shit, like when I saw it, bro, seriously, like it still bothers me, man. When I see his lip, bro. I think it was way worse than any of these other guys. Now I understand Clark's teeth got knocked out, but look at that shit, bro. Look at that.
Why'd you take up the whole screen for that one?
Bro, because man, you gotta give the Reem his props.
Oh my
Speaking of which, did you see he's gonna fight in Glory, right? Yeah. You didn't see that he's having a kickboxing match against?
I didn't see that.
No, let me see who he's fighting. Alistair Overeem's having a kickboxing match against somebody who's a champion. Upcoming fight. We'll get to the main event here in a second. But yeah, he's going to fight in Glory against Rico Verhoeven. Nico, you with me? Where are you at, bro? Yeah, I know you're there. Yeah, I know. Tim, he did almost flip out. Like, he was like, what the fuck? You could tell he was like, I don't even know. But Nico got so scared of Overeem's lip right there that he froze solid, man. He can't even talk at this point, man. But yeah, so hey, Nico, did you hear what I said? Where are you at? Hold on, Nico. Yeah, there you go. Hey, do you hear what I said? He's fighting Rico Van Hooven on Glory.
And Glory. Yeah.
Rico's that nasty fighter, right? I think he's gonna kill Overeem, but you never know.
I've never seen Rico fight, if I'm being honest.
He's pretty nasty, bro. Yeah, but look, did you see about Nico? Did you see about Mighty Mouse? His fight coming up?
Yeah, versus Rodtang, right?
Yeah, in a mixed rules match.
I like it, man. I like it. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. You give both men an opportunity to get their shit off and what they're good at, or you know, I like it.
Hey, Tim Card said you need Spectrum internet.
I need Spectrum internet.
Yeah. Hey, but bro, this is the thing, man. Hopefully DJ can get through the first round. You know, if he can get out of that first round, I think he'll probably submit him. But bro, that's a dangerous fight, bro. I don't know. I can't wait to see it though. I think it'll be nice.
Yeah.
So the main event, Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann. Again, we said this dude, people need to listen. Anthony Smith, that's like the young gun stopper, bro. And like we said, he's the guy. If you can't beat him, you're never going to get a title shot. You've got to go through him.
That was the other thing that had me like, you know what? Julius is probably going to do really fucking well.
Oh, yeah, because he trains with him?
Yeah, man. He go down there and get that man right. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I just feel like if Anthony was over in Bellator, it'd be no question about it.
Yeah,
you know, like
he's pretty nasty.
He'd already have the title around his waist over there. So it's like,
he'd be fighting Julius.
Getting this. My guy's getting this.
Nico, can I ask you a question, man? Maybe not ever, but is Anthony Smith right now the best technical brawler in the UFC?
Yo, his boxing is clean, man. His
It
hands is
is.
looking
It is
crispy,
so
bro.
clean. It
Boxing
is.
super crispy.
But what I mean by I said technical brawler because he is so technical. But bro, he will stand in the pocket and bang it out
Yeah,
like
man,
you
right
know
in
what
the
I mean.
phone
Like
booth. Yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. And like yeah, he's a technical brawler, bro. Like you normally don't see
Spam
that.
was the bigger man, and he was right there in his face, yo.
Yep. Bro, and like I said, I think Span might do better going up in weight. You know, they said during the fight that he starts cutting the week of he comes in about 235.
235.
I mean, if he's coming in the week of and he's already been in training camp, he's probably walking around at 250. Let this dude go up to heavyweight and see if he could do something there. He's 6'4". It's not like he'd be a short heavyweight. That's John Jones. That's John Jones and you know, a bunch of guys. It's you know, it's a lot taller than DC. It's about Stipe Miocic's height. It's about
Francis.
JDS's height. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little maybe, yeah,
A
Francis,
little shorter,
exactly.
Francis. Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit, but not much. But yeah, let this dude go up to
Cyril
heavyweight.
Gahn.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I think that Smith is just man, that dude, God, he is like the definition of just like a maniac, bro. For real. Like if we always
Nah,
see
he's a
those things.
savage.
Yeah,
He's
we always see
savage.
those things on Facebook where it's like, oh, your birthday month is your you know, partner. If you get in a fight in a bar, that's the guy who's got your back. I'd want Anthony Smith to have my back, bro. I think that he'd be fucking people up.
Yeah.
You know, and
He
yeah,
makes it work.
I know he got his ass kicked in that Glover Teixeira fight, and we talked about that last week. But if it wasn't for the circumstances that he was coming out of going into that fight, it may have been different. Because he got his house robbed. He got into that whole fight while he was in training camp and everything. That's some fucked up stuff, man. And I actually want to talk about that here in a minute. Just him getting his house broken into and stuff. But don't be shocked if he gets a rematch with Glover and gives Glover the work. I wouldn't be shocked in the least.
Me neither, bro.
And yeah, man, that was a rough night out for him. But I don't think his head was where it should have been. And look, he lost. Anthony Smith lost to Alexander Rakic, right? Is that who it was that beat him? I think so. And look, he lost to him, I think 3 fights ago. They said, Anthony, who do you want to fight next? I want to fight Rakic. He's not doing anything. He's sitting around. Let me fight him. Bro, you're going after the guy that beat you 3 fights ago by unanimous decision? That takes some fucking balls. You know what I mean?
He got it too. Rakic said, let's do it. He said, run it.
Hey, so I'm like, hey, let's go. I mean, Rakic that shouldn't be sitting around. He had an okay win over Santos, but let's go with it. But what I was talking about, Nico, is them breaking into his house. I don't know if you have seen lately, but Michael Bisping had that whole issue in New Orleans where he was at Mardi Gras and that dude sucker punched him. Did you see that? The stuff about that? Okay. So then he came out and told that story, and I guess that video got a lot of views. So then he was like, since that story got a lot of views, I got another story to tell you guys. And he's like, Conor McGregor said, that I got ran out of town by these gangsters and all this other shit. But then he tells the story about how he's like, I didn't almost get killed by them and blah, blah, blah. Basically, it was his old management company basically tried to strong arm his mother while he was in the United States fighting Chael Sonnen. So he came back with another story about when he was like a teenager and this dude tried to kill him by breaking into his house. And I was like, you saw that?
No.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Well, Bisping's story reminds me of a story that I got to tell you, bro. I don't think I've told you this on the air before. I don't think I've told you a period. So last year, about this time, when like race relations were really like at an all-time like boiling point, it was before the election. And bro, there were people having protests right in the town that I live in. So like sometimes it would be Black Lives Matter. Sometimes it would be some like hillbilly group that I had no idea who they were, rednecks, whatever. So while this was going on, man, I didn't really go into town much because Not like I was scared or anything like that. I just didn't want to get caught in traffic and all that kind of shit. But it had traffic in my town all screwed up. So one Saturday night when there was like a big ass protest that went down, and it was both groups were there like going at it and stuff, about probably 12 o'clock at night. I'm like in the living room and I'm listening to TV and I hear a knock at the door and it's like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is that? And bro, I live less than a mile from where they're protesting. And I'm like looking and I can't really see like who's at my door. And there's no cars outside. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And like, so I grabbed my baseball bat and I'm just standing there. They never knocked again. And then it was over. They were just gone. Right. But I definitely saw some shadowy figure at my door. Bro, it gets better, man. So like the next Friday or Saturday, one or the other, was another big protest. And that night, bro, same thing. Somebody knocked at my door. And I'm like, who the fuck is that at my door? I'm not opening the door. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? So, and then they knocked again. And I'm like looking out there and I can't see who it is, but I see a car in my driveway. And bro, this time it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go and wake up Melanie. I'm like, has anybody text you, message you? Just check. If it's somebody that we know, I'm going to open the door. But if it's not, fuck that, man. I'm not even trying to have all these issues, right? She's like, no. And I check my phone, whatever. And the only thing I can make out is that it was like an SUV in my driveway. Like I said, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I was like fucking like kind of freaking out. And I'm like, do I go get my rifle and put a gun in somebody's face? Do I get shot in the face if I open the door? I'm like, nah, fuck it, whatever. Bro, so that was on Saturday, exactly. The next night, it's like 9:30 at night. Nobody's home but me. I'm watching TV. The lights are out, whatever. And Tim, I don't even fucking want a doorbell. But anyway, so the lights are out. I only have like my little light on in the living room. I'm watching TV. I can't remember where Melanie and the kids were, but they were not home. And bro, I see some headlights in my driveway. And I look out and it's not Melanie and it's an SUV. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And it wasn't real dark out, but it was dark enough outside. Bro, I grabbed my baseball bat, right? And they never knocked. And I look out there and there's a big dude, a big black dude walking away from my door. Bro, I throw the door open. I got my baseball bat. I'm about to crack this dude in the back of the head. I swear to God. And I'm like, I go out the door with my baseball bat and I'm like, yo, the dude turns around and he goes, hey, I left your pizza on the porch. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He's like, you ordered some pizza from Domino's. He was a fucking Domino's driver. I was about to tattoo this guy. I'm like, I didn't order any pizza, man. Take this shit out of here. And bro, I was about to tattoo this guy. I still have no idea who the first two people were. But bro, I could just see myself in jail and people are like, what happened? I beat the fuck out of the Domino's delivery guy. I don't know. And bro, it never happened again.
Wild, man.
It never happened again. Wild. Yeah, man. I was just like, holy shit, bro. And like, I felt kind of bad not opening my door too, because, you know, it could be somebody, I don't know. The first night, at least, I thought, well, it could be somebody that's in trouble. And I'm like, I've seen too many movies though, man. That's how somebody gets in your house and then starts like fucking, you know, robbing you, holding you hostage, some shit. So I don't even know, man. I'd love to know who the first two times were. But, you know, it's all good. But that third time, bro, I was ready, bro. Like I said, I had my wooden baseball bat. I was ready to fuck this dude up, man, because I saw him walking away. Now, if he was walking towards it, I probably wouldn't have just run out there with a baseball bat because, you know, if he's got a gun, I'm in some trouble. But as I see him walking away, I'm like, all right, I'm about to fuck this dude up. And then, bro, man. That dude was getting. I was ready to bust that dude in the back of the head, man. He'd have been talking like radio after that shit, bro. I'd have been on trial. It'd have been some fucked up stuff, man.
Yo, not radio.
But that's my story.
Shit.
Michael Bisping's.
That's a good one, Coach.
Yeah, for real. Michael Bisping's story is something similar to what I just told you, but his is pretty fucked up. But his story just made me, you know, think of that, and I was like, you know, I should share that because it was kind of funny, man. But yeah. So, Nico, in other MMA news, have you seen the stories about this new MMA company forming?
I heard something about it, but I don't know what it is.
So, basically, Ariel Helwani is reporting that a group comprised of several former and current professional athletes that have experience in NFL, NBA, and MMA are putting together an MMA company. It's going to start in 2023. It's been in development since 2020. And basically, MMA executives, matchmakers, actors, recording artists will also play a role it's called the WFL, World Fight League. The 4 conferences that they're going to be doing is going to be North America, South America, Europe / Africa, and Asia / Oceania, whatever. So they're going to be teams, kind of like how PFL used to be. Each conference is going to have at least 8 teams, but no more than 24. They're going to focus on North America's expansion first, and then the structure, whatever. It's going to be a legitimate worldwide company, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be doing profit sharing. Provisions are set so the promotion cannot take more than 50% of the revenue that the company makes. So, yeah, man, basically, they're trying to put this thing together and make it so that the fighters are making some money. Pretty much at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get fighters paid where they feel like they should be paid, not like that. All right, Tim, knock, knock. Who's there? I have no idea, bro. But anyway, the WFL. I don't know, man. It sounds kind of crazy to me. The team concept, it kind of worked in the PFL, but it kind of didn't. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know, man. But what I thought was kind of cool, too, is that when Ariel Helwani put out the tweet about it, first person to say who was Chris Cyborg. She's interested. She wants to go, I think. Maybe she's done with Bellator coming up soon or something.
Done with Bellator now?
Maybe, hey.
She's just ready to be a face of an organization again?
Probably. I mean, Bellator should be pushing her a little bit more. I think the problem is the same problem UFC had. They can't because there's not that much competition for her out there. Mm-hmm. You know? I know she's supposed to fight Kat Zingano at some point, but I don't know, man. But what do you think of the whole team sport MMA deal?
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I think it's dope. It's like the Olympics.
Yeah. What I'm wondering...
That'd probably be the best way to get this as a sport into the Olympics. You start seeing it done as a team sport.
Right. I'm wondering how this is going to work. Like, let's say that... and I don't know, because it's kind of a weird, uncharted territory, but are the teams going to be like the North Carolina, whatever, and are those fighters all going to have to move to North Carolina to train together? Or are they just going to be on this team, but they're training at their own camps? You know what I mean?
I feel like you could train at your own camp, especially if it's done in weight classes.
I feel
like you could train with your own camp, and then maybe like 2 weeks out for filming, you all go to one area, you shoot some shit in the gym together.
Right. Do your last minute preparations and stuff.
Yeah.
Because look, let's say, see, this is where it gets grainy to me, Nico. Mm-hmm. Let's say 2023, I would say that Robbie Lawler won't be in the UFC by then. I think that's a fair statement. Let's say he says, I'm going to fight in the WFL. Robbie Lawler, he trains, I think, still down there in Florida with Dan Lambert, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if the captain of his team or the coach of his team, is Greg Jackson? Let's just say. So now Robbie Lawler is going to be coached by Greg Jackson when he's been a Dan Lambert guy his whole career. You know what I'm saying? That's where this stuff gets kind of dicey to me. Or do you say, okay, Dan Lambert, because the coach of the team, that's where I don't understand some of the finer points.
I get you. Okay.
So, or do you have your coach from the team and your actual coach, and then those two can just argue in the corner about what advice to give? You know what I mean? It seems like it'd be too many chiefs at that point. But I don't know. It's something interesting though, and Ariel Helwani is involved. Now, I wonder since WWE left. Where'd they leave? They left whatever WWE did. They went to Fox, right? And UFC left Fox and went to ESPN. I'm wondering if this new league will go to Fox, since we know the Fox likes to put on fights anyway. I wonder how that'll work, man. I think Fox is kicking themselves in the ass that they didn't re-sign the UFC because their ratings have been down, for wrestling, and they kind of gave up UFC and picked up WWE, and I don't think it was the best idea, in retrospect. But we'll just see what happens, man. But it's interesting to me. I think that it'll be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and predict that the winner of the first season that is international, Brazil, will win that. You go ahead and take that down at 10:59 on September 19th, 2021. Brazil all the way. You know what I think would be cool though, Nico? Kind of like how
what's that?
How PFL, not PFL, whatever, World Fight League, WF, whatever it was. The teams, it'd be cool if they get if they get veteran fighters, kind of like the Ultimate Fighter, to be the coaches of these teams and give these guys that broke their back for MMA and really didn't make a whole lot of money, like Randy Couture, like Anderson Silva, like GSP. Those guys made some money, but they didn't make the money these guys are making now. Let them be, the team coach. Those guys have, GSP. Hey, he'll bring what's his Faraz Zahabi.
That's the smart idea, though. That's a smart idea.
Everybody knows those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's a good idea.
Of course, GSP might not be the greatest coach in the world, but he'll bring along, like I said, Faraz Zahabi. Anderson, maybe bring along the Nogueira brothers. I don't know, but it would just be smart, like I said, because those guys could be the face of the company until some up and coming guys are the guys that everybody wants to watch. You know what I mean? But kind of like how AEW did that when they brought in, some of the older guys like Jake the Snake and Sting just to get the attention, but they're not putting all the attention on them. So, it's all good though, man. Let's see, Nico, are you up for oh man, I have been waiting all day. I didn't even send this to you, Nico, because I wanted to blindside you on the show with this. Now, Nico, I just want to show you this, man. Does this picture mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Besides the fact that Weili Zhang has bigger arms than Cejudo.
That's the intergender champion of the world right there. But,
okay.
What should that bring to mind for me?
Do you know that
kind of look like what?
She's there training like exclusive with Henry Cejudo right now for her rematch with Rose.
Is she really?
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
That's a lot better than
like
that. I bet it's a lot better than the training she was getting in China. That's all I'm saying, man. Henry Cejudo, man, bro.
I don't like it.
You know what? I mean, I don't know.
I think that's too soon. That's too soon. Yeah.
So the thing that we don't know is how Weili Zhang's Zhang Weili, I don't know, they say it both ways. I don't know exactly how her jiu-jitsu is. But if she's training with Henry, I'm sure that she's working on some wrestling. But we really don't know how her submission game is, because in the UFC, she's pretty much just beat these chicks up on her feet. You know what I mean?
It's not
and Rose is dangerous. What's that?
But she's not going to go and learn no type of wrestling from Henry that she can really apply on Rose.
I agree. I do agree.
That's all, not in that short amount of time. Not in that short amount of time. Right. And it's kind of like, what are you abandoning the people who got you to the dance for? You got caught with a kick.
Yeah.
Who's this? If you didn't get caught with that kick, this fight could have played out way different.
Right,
you
right.
You lost on the feet, so what are you trying to? What's this big idea about wrestling right now? You lost on the feet.
Right, right. Well, no, I know what you're saying. What I was gonna say though is, okay, so she does have like 7 submission wins. That's more than I thought that I was gonna find out. But if she goes in there and tries to wrestle, that actually might play right into Rose's wheelhouse, because she's pretty nasty off of her back, and we've seen that. So it might even
Yep.
make it an easier fight for her if
Yep.
Whaley goes in there and tries that kind of game plan. Well, I have no idea
Facts.
what she'll do, but that's just a little something. Oh man, let's see. Nico, you're gonna love this too. I forgot to tell you about this, bro, because yeah, this was part of the World Fight League story that I forgot to tell you, man. Now let me ask you a question, bro, because this kind of caught me off guard, man. Now, what does this look like to you, bro? Does that not look like our logo, bro? Does that not
It
look like our
does.
logo?
It does, but Ariel would never rip your boys.
Nah, I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that kind of looks a little bit like our shield, man. I mean, it's pretty damn close.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
They just do a little diamond around it.
Yeah, they kind of stole the black and gold idea from us, and I mean, come on, man. Look at our stuff. It's looking kind of shady.
Yeah,
I mean,
man. What are they doing? Ripping
I'm
us
just
like
saying.
that, man. Get up out of here,
I'm just saying.
Iowani.
Yeah,
Iowani.
Exactly. I'm just saying, man. They could have thrown us a few bucks.
He looked like just an evil doer right there too, right? Look at him. Look, just like a dastardly villain right there. He looked a real villainess right there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Speaking of villains, what about this one?
He better hit my boy Julius up too and get him on the MMA hour.
Oh, absolutely. He better, man.
Or I might have to lay the smack down on him. Who do you think he is sitting over there at his little desk?
I'll play Ariel Hawani for a minute there, man. There we go. Do I look like him now? Boom.
Hawani, what are you sitting over there at your little desk?
Yeah.
Stealing our Fight Guys logo. Must be out your rabbit ass mind.
The fuck is he thinking about? Speaking of playing the heel, though, check this shit out, man. Shit's too funny, man.
Look at my man Stuart Hart.
Shit's too funny to me, bro. I don't even know what this is that I'm about to put on the screen, Nico, and I can't see, so it could be a surprise for all of us. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I thought this was kind of funny, man. I saw this online and I just grabbed it, even though it has nothing to do with MMA. It says my cousin's friend's sister took the vaccine, and 2 weeks later, boom, arrested for unpaid parking tickets. Just saying, do your own research. Stay safe and blessed.
Yo.
That shit is too funny, man. That shit is too funny. So there's like a whole thing going on, Nico, right now. And I'm sure you're not really up on it, only because you haven't watched Darkside of the Ring. The new have you watched
on this though?
Oh, you are RVD?
Oh, I'm up on this though.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
On this episode, I'm up on this one.
Did you watch that episode with RVD talking?
No, bro. I didn't see everybody talking. I follow a few things on YouTube where they talk about like what went down on the episode of Darkside of the Ring.
Bro, I don't even
cancel
know.
My dude Ric Flair.
Yep.
They want to cancel Tommy Dreamer.
Yep. I'm gonna pull up. I think it was on his Twitter. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up and just read you some of these tweets. But like, it's insane, man. Hey, look. Okay, Rob Van Dam never admitted that he did anything. Number one, he didn't.
What was he accused of?
Well, the whole plane ride from hell.
What was he accused of?
Oh, nothing. But RVD
Rick was out there slinging that dick, Will.
Yeah, no, but not that. RVD admitted that wrestlers back in the day used to drug local women and have their way with them.
Whoa.
He flat out said that. Okay. He didn't say he didn't. He didn't say he did.
Whoa.
But he did say that was common practice back in the day. So I don't even know, man. It's kind of crazy.
That's a very thick statement.
It is, but and then like people called him out on Twitter, right? And he said, it wasn't just WWF culture back in the day. Just check out what was going on in Hollywood in the 90s. which
All right, so
is
like
true too.
I hear about this stuff, and I look, if you intentionally drugging somebody to have sex with them because they probably wouldn't willingly have sex with you, that's fucking disgusting. If
Right.
y'all are all partying, like you're out there drinking, y'all are doing pills, y'all are smoking, y'all are doing all that stuff, and it leads to sex. All right, that's adults partying and
Right.
doing their
I
thing.
agree.
All right, you know what I mean. So like, people got to be very specific as to what they're talking about when they're saying, "Oh, we drug somebody," and like you got to be specific on what went down, man. Otherwise, you look fucking nasty. And if you stood by
Right.
and watched that, or you knew that it was common practice to do that, and you didn't say shit about it, you're fucking nasty.
Yeah, and I mean you're guilty by association, even
Big
if you weren't
facts.
doing it. You know.
Big facts.
And then you got Tommy Dreamer. There's like you said, they're trying to cancel him because he was talking about how well endowed Ric Flair was and how he
Yo,
has a
he's
hammer and
sus. He is sus. He on yo, throw him on for a totally different reason.
Ooh,
He's
Dreamer.
now a usual suspect. Yeah.
Dreamer. All right, I'll throw him on there. Wednesday we'll have an updated list.
And when I
Um,
say sus, I don't mean like all the other fighters that are up there. That man is just sus in general. There go, oh, Ric Flair exposed himself and had a woman touch her. He's like, yeah, but he can helicopter his meat. Yo, you a sus ass dude, bro. What are you doing right now? Like that
that's
was just
hilarious,
the
man.
nature boy. You
Yeah, I
didn't have
mean,
to force anybody to touch it. You want to touch it.
that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty much what he said.
That's what I.
Old school,
Big
man.
time suspect. I
I had
love
to
it.
bring it
I
back,
love it. Nah, he's suspect. Big facts.
bro.
He throw him up. Look. I got a whole new suspect list. And
All right,
suspect list
you
go
got to
like
send
this.
it to me,
Check it.
man.
No.
But
Check it out. It's
yeah.
for these type of suspects only. Check it. Look, live on air right now. Israel Adesanya,
Uh-huh.
Derek Brunson,
Izzy. Yep.
Kevin Holland,
Yep.
and this dude right here.
Dreamer. Hey, one more we got to add to
Dreamer.
the list.
Oh, them two dudes from the video.
especially the one who said, "I wish I could."
Oh,
Exactly. You were right on that one, man. That's exactly what I was thinking, bro. The Stop and Shop fellas.
stop the shop, boys.
Yeah, for real. That
Yeah, they
man.
all suspect.
All of them. Derek Brunson.
Don't
For
get
real.
caught up on the suspect part 2, man. Don't do it to yourself. I'll start a whole new list tonight.
Yep. You're right about that. Nico, I asked you
Jake
last
Paul is up there.
Jake Paul. Oh my God. Yeah.
Jake Paul is up there. 100%.
What?
He's thick. Kind of
Yeah.
gripped him cheeks after the fight.
Yeah. What the
Nah,
fuck?
man, he's on that list.
Yeah, you're right.
Tyson
Nico,
Fury for licking Deontay Wilder's neck. Get him up there.
well, I mean, I think that he did that
Nah,
one just for like I'm trying to think of what I would call it.
all right. It was a taunt. It was for comedic purposes. What
I
about
think it
Adrian
was
Broner for humping Maidana?
yeah, I mean that's a little different. But no, I think that Tyson Fury did it just to like fuck with him because he knew that I think that he realizes how weak minded Deontay Wilder is. And I think we can agree Deontay Wilder is pretty weak minded. So that's where I would
And
put that one.
it's so wild because that's his whole like claim to fame as well. It's like how strong his mind is.
I don't think he is at all, man. I think
That's
that
I feel like that's his whole claim, man.
yeah. Man, he's suspect. No, I'm just playing. Hey, look, I asked you last week about this, Nico, and you said you didn't know what I was talking about. You may have seen it though, but I'm going to show you real quick. So I asked you about the Heath Herring thing when that dude in Japan kissed him. Check this shit out real quick, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you, bro. I'm not playing the sound. I don't want to get us pulled. But real quick, we'll do this.
Let's go. This is classic.
Oh, you've seen it? You have seen it?
Yes.
For real,
I thought this is what you was talking about.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I asked you, but you seem like you didn't know what I was talking about.
No, I was just quoting him because
Ah!
when he back up to the corner, he says, "I'm not gay. Don't kiss me."
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Bro. Papa! Oh shit, man. That is, bro, that's one of the most classic knockouts in history, bro. That's crazy. I wonder what they even called that. They must have called that like a no contest or
He's
something.
suspect too. He can go on there too with that
Who, that
face.
dude? That
With
dude?
this,
Yeah.
yep, he can go
Yeah,
right
for
up
real.
there.
For real, man. So I was going to talk to you too a little bit about WWE. But before I do, I wanted to show you, man, Nico. This is all you, bro. This is kind of my generation, kind of your generation. It's kind of split down the middle. Check this shit out, bro. What do you think?
I love Ernest.
Ernest goes to WrestleMania, bro.
I love Ernest.
That's hilarious, man.
He wish he was that built. Yo, he had one of the most iconic voices of all time.
Yeah, he did. You're right, man. And I feel like Larry the Cable Guy kind of just like stole this gimmick with that voice, you know, because he talks a lot like Ernest.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
I agree.
But yeah, man. So, they've announced that at the next, I think, like Crown Jewel or whatever, the next Saudi Arabia pay-per-view, Brock and Roman are going to wrestle each other, which is kind of cool. And at the Extreme Rules, Roman and the Demon are going to wrestle each other. So that's kind of cool too. One thing that's interesting, Nico, I want to point this out to you before we talk about everything else, is you remember the other week we were saying that he didn't really have a lot of choices of who he could wrestle, Roman. There's just not that many good top guys there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the draft starts in a week and a half, or it's on October 1st. And they're advertising for a show in the middle of October. Oh no, they're advertising for a show that Friday. Let's see. What day is the 1st of October? I got to look at that before I can tell you the rest of it. Yeah, okay. Perfect. The draft starts on a Friday night, October 1st. And locally, you know what match they're advertising?
What?
Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. So we know Drew is going over to SmackDown.
Interesting.
Which is cool. Roman needs somebody else to wrestle with. I think they had a pretty good match last year, and Roman needs Drew McIntyre kind of needs a fresh start, I think, because he just got kind of stale. You know what I mean? So hopefully he leaves his sword at Raw and goes over to SmackDown and does some other stuff. What I'm hoping happens, Nico, is that but I don't even know how they could do it because Big E is the champ. I wish that Big E wasn't the champ yet, honestly, because I was hoping.
Whoa.
Listen, hear me out, bro. Because I was hoping that him and New Day could be reunited on one of the brands, and that the Usos and Roman would be on the same brand, and they could start having like 6-man tags and like really like doing something. That's kind of disappointing that we won't see that right now, but. Maybe they could get back together, 3-man band, and they could be on SmackDown with Roman and the Usos. They need
That would be pretty wild. 3-man band versus the Usos and Roman.
It'd be kind of funny. I mean,
what type of multiverse?
Yeah, I know, right? You're right about that, bro. Man, what was I watching the other day? And I felt the exact same way like you were talking. I can't even remember. I was watching something and I saw something ridiculous, and I was like, "Yeah." Nico said about the multiverse the other day, and that's completely right. But I don't even know, man. So what happened on SmackDown this past week? I didn't even get a chance to watch it yet.
What happened on SmackDown? I didn't watch SmackDown either. I watched Raw.
I'll probably throw it on tonight then. I saw Raw from last week.
I should as well.
Yeah, I saw Raw from last week. Kind of cool that they're giving Alexa Bliss the title shot against Charlotte. I know it's early, Nico, but I got a feeling they are going to have Alexa Bliss win the women's championship, man. I don't know why, but I know Charlotte only won the title recently. And we talked about her kind of racking up title victories. So it really won't matter if she loses the title right now. But I just think that Alexa will win it. You know, they've been really, really pushing her. And, I mean, she's one of the most popular wrestlers on, you know, in the company right now. So, you know, you got to give the fans what they want sometimes. And at a time like this, I think it would be a good idea. I think, though, Nico, the key right now, you keep Roman real strong, right? You keep him going, doing what he's doing. I like that. I like that whole idea.
Yep.
But on Raw with the Raw title, I think what they need to do is get like 3 or 4 like proven main eventers. They need to like get a pecking order. I don't care if it's Randy, whoever it is. But they really need to go back to how WWF was in the Attitude Era for that like 98 you know, time where every Monday you had to tune into Monday Night Raw because you didn't know if somebody's going to win the title or not.
Yeah.
Because Austin was wrestling Mankind on Raw, or The Undertaker was wrestling The Rock, Triple H, you know? So I think that with the Raw title, that's what they need to do to make it must-watch TV again. They need to establish a few top guys and really, really make it like you have no idea what's going to happen from one week to the next.
That would be
That's
pretty
just
fun. I'm hoping they bring that back as well.
Yeah, I think it would be smart, man. Nico, this one's for you too, bro, right here.
And with a guy like Big E as champion, you could totally see that going down.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'll put the title. Yo, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I think with Big E in you know, with the title, I think
the title up for grabs on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
you know, he's that type of guy. That's what a face would do. So
yeah, I think another really smart idea this year, Nico, would be okay. So you know how like every year they do the Elimination Chamber, whatever. They know what do they normally do? 2 Elimination Chambers, one for Raw, one for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they normally do? They do 2, or they do a women's or whatever. I think you got to go with Raw this year. I wouldn't even do a SmackDown Elimination Chamber match. I'd do a SmackDown women's and a Raw men's. And with the Raw men's, I would really try to build up anybody I put in that match and really like push it to the limit, make it so nobody knows who the hell is going to come out of that match with the title. That's what they need, bro. They need that pecking order reestablished because there's like a blurry line there now. Randy Orton is like unbeatable some weeks, and some weeks he's not. AJ, same thing. You know what I mean? And now you got Big E, who's the champion, but in the past you've booked him at 50-50. So we've really got to get a pecking order going. And I know people complained about him, bro, but if you think about it, Jinder Mahal was not a bad champion, bro. Looking back at it, he actually was pretty damn good. What's that? Yeah.
So he did his job.
Right. I was there when he wrestled. He didn't wrestle. He was supposed to wrestle Shinsuke Nakamura, but he lost the title right before it. So it was AJ, I think. No, I did see it. Never mind.
Off him, no?
What's that?
Didn't Randy take the title off of Jinder?
Yeah, did he win? Did he have the title once or twice? No, it was I think it was Daniel Bryan, right? Before Survivor Series, maybe? Because it was supposed to be Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. And then, no, AJ did. Yep, AJ took the title from him. Okay. That's what it was. Because then AJ ended up fighting Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, I believe. Let's see, I'm looking it up now. But I did see actually Jinder Mahal versus AJ Styles for the title in Greensboro. It was when they brought back Starrcade, and it was in a steel cage. It was kind of cool, man. Cool match to go to. Let's see. So Jinder, where's Jinder's title reign? Jinder Mahal, yeah, he lost it to AJ Styles, and AJ lost it to Daniel Bryan. But yeah, they wrestled each other, AJ versus Brock at that Survivor Series, which was a pretty good match. It's kind of cool the way they did it. With Brock, I mean, there's only 2 types of matches he ever has. Have you ever noticed that? It's like he's got the matches against like the power. Actually, there's 3. There's matches like he's got against John Cena and Kofi, not Kofi, but just some people that are like almost as big as him, where he just kind of dominates them, but they get a little bit of offense in. Then he's got the matches against little guys who just try to fly around the ring and like catch him off guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got the matches against the big dudes, like where he just goes out there and just starts hitting F5s 15 times and then pins them. I mean, those are like the only type of 3 matches he can really do right now, you know, for years.
They work.
Yeah. Oh, they work well.
It's
Very
work,
well.
man.
Yep. So I had a guy that used to be in our promotion, man. And it was hard, man, because he was like the biggest dude and he was a heel. And like a lot of the time it was just hard to like really like make it believable that some of the faces could wrestle him. You know what I mean? So when I had to wrestle him in the main event, bro, I just went out there. I started throwing drop kicks, doing high cross bodies. I didn't like punch him once. You know what I mean? I didn't stand there and hit him. You know, I was just doing all kinds of flying around, and it was pretty cool, man. It was a good match. I wrestled him a few times, but it got to the point where I just started having to bring in guys from other promotions to come in and lose to him just for like a one-night deal because, you know, there wasn't enough big guys in our company to keep things, you know, rolling that way. And for him not to be the champion was kind of ridiculous. So, you know, just one of those deals. But yeah, man. So besides that, I don't know. There's not too much craziness going on in wrestling right now. Let me just check something real quick. But I think we covered, you know, a good deal of MMA and some wrestling. Let's see.
You saw Ariel Helwani tweet about Julius?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He said, could he be the next DC of this thing?
Like, he said
when DC went into the Grand Prix and won it all?
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, oh, yeah, he came in. That's right. I remember that now. Let's see. There is, what's this?
That's a fucking, like, that's a dope moment right there. Getting recognized in the same, just, like, sentence as DC by Ariel Helwani. That's fucking mint.
Yep. That is pretty crazy. Hey, look, so this is kind of telling right now, Nico. So right now, for let's see, tickets distributed 2,000. So right now there's 2 shows. One is AEW Dynamite, which is going to be at the USB Arena on Long Island. You know that place? It's in Belmont Park.
Mm-mm.
It's somewhere on Long Island. Anyway, is that the Nassau Coliseum? Did it change the USB part? USB Arena?
Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. So look, so AEW has sold so far 6,000 tickets to their show in November. And their show in December. They've sold 6,000 tickets. WWE's show at the same arena a week earlier has only sold 2,300 tickets. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Wow.
That's wild. You know, the only thing I could say, though, is that AEW is mostly a Southern company. I mean, it's based in the South, maybe not a Southern company. So maybe, you know, New Yorkers want to see something different. They're tired of WWE. They haven't really had a different option for a long time, you know?
That's pretty dope, though. Good for them.
Yeah. Very good for them, man. And it's like I said, it's always good for WWE to have somebody else, you know, out there and doing things, and giving them some competition. But, you know, besides that, man, like I said, there's not too much other craziness going on at the moment. I think we covered some good stuff tonight. Any shout outs or anything like that you want to do besides, you know, what we've done so far?
Nah, man.
Nah. Okay. Well,
all my people know I love them.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro.
I don't like to get specific because their feelings get hurt.
You know what I would like to say to my people?
All these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's my shout out for the night. My shout out to all these motherfuckers. Hey, but you know, Nico, no episode at this point would be complete without a visit from our boy, Tom Aspinall. He runs his ass
Yeah,
off.
fucking old Mr. Potato Head looking ass boy.
That's my boy, man.
That mustache come off with his nose.
Put some glasses on this dude, man.
Yeah,
For
big
real.
fact.
But anyway, Nico, go ahead and wrap us up, man. Take us to the house.
There is no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffer, but you've been here live on TFG. Thank you for joining us once again for episode 60. Bang, 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 bang. Bow, 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 bow. Boom. Holla at your boys. Julius, big time. We'll talk to y'all.
We're out.